Welcome to tonight's contest between McBain Ramblers and the Lake City Trojans. Starting for the Ramblers, number 3, Braylon Pace. Number 10, Calvin McGillis. Guard, number 12, Clayton Engelwright. Number 25, Evan Haverkamp. And number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh. And now for your Lake City Trojans. Number 1, Darren Kunkel. Number 2, Blake Root, freshman. Number 3, Corbin Bisball. Number 10, Marcus Booms. And number 22, Brody Gothard. Well, Isabel, what do you expect to see tonight?
I think I'm going to see a lot of really tough play. We're going to see a lot of physicalness, usually what comes with like this rivalry between McBain and Lake City. It's going to be a really good game, and I think we're going to see quite a bit out of it.
I think we're going to see a lot of competitive play, a lot of pushing around and fouls.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fouls.
To jump for McBain, number 25, Evan Haverkamp, and number 1, Darren Kunkel. Tip is called off. McBain ball. I think he pushed it up instead of back.
I think what happened is he pushed into Evan.
Oh, probably. Number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh, bringing the ball up. Gives it to number 3, Pace, back to Rodenbaugh. Over to Engelwright, back to Rodenbaugh. Into McGillis, over to Pace. Pace with the 3. It is good! First points of the game right there.
That's one way to start the game. A great way.
Kunkel bringing the ball up. Picked by Brody Gothard, not used. Kunkel looks to drive, kicks it over to number 3, Bisball, over to 10. That's Booms. Booms with the 3.
And just like that, Lake City punches right back.
Rodenbaugh up to Pace. Pace back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh down to McGillis, out to Engelwright, up to Rodenbaugh. Over to Engelwright, over to Rodenbaugh. Down to McGillis, over to Pace. Pace with another 3. It is long, rebounded by Evan Haverkamp. Loses the ball, and it is Lake City ball. Kunkel bringing up the ball for Lake City. Gets past Rodenbaugh, into help. Stolen by the McBain Ramblers. Rodenbaugh looking up to McGillis. Pass complete. McGillis misses the jumper. Engelwright with the rebound. He shoots, no good. Rebounded by Kunkel. Kunkel bringing the ball up for Lake City. He looks to drive. He will. And foul called on 25, Evan Haverkamp.
Got to be really careful with the swing when you're going up to block. If most times when you swing or drop your hands at all, it's going to be called for a foul.
Yeah, especially if you're as big as Haverkamp going up against a little guy like Kunkel.
Exactly. We're already seeing a lot of physicalness already right away in this game, lots of shoving. Really, it's just a lot of tough play out there. We're going to see more of this throughout the game if the beginning is going to show us anything.
Kunkel splits the pair, gets his own rebound, goes up, blocked by the Ramblers. It will be Lake City ball. But but that should have never happened how Kunkel got his own rebound there. Goes to the safety valve, Bisball. Over to Kunkel, pass deflected by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh up with the layup, no good. Rebounded by Pace. Pace goes up with the shot, and it is good. 2 for Pace.
Pace already at 5 points right away this game. Hopefully we see more of that running and that energy from McBain.
Kunkel bring the ball down. Drives. Fans want to travel. Stolen by number 3, Braylon Pace. Rodenbaugh bringing the ball down. Gets fouled, shooting 2. Don't see who. I did not see who the foul was on.
I didn't either. Number 10. Number 10, Marcus Booms with the foul. We are really seeing a burst of energy from McBain. People, hopefully they can keep this momentum going throughout the game, so that way we can get a win from them tonight. Lots of great play. They're all moving really well, going for every ball that they can. It's just awesome to see the amount of energy that they have.
Benjamin Rodenbaugh, the shooter, splits the pair. Kunkel bring the ball up, setting up his offense. Picked by Gothard, used. Over to Booms. Booms looking to drive, gives it to Root. Root drives, no good, rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up a play. Over to Pace, back to Rodenbaugh. Down to Engelwright, over to Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up with a shot, blocked by, that will be Gothard. Booms brings the ball up, gives it to Bisball. Bisball to Kunkel. Kunkel looks to drive, help defense by Calvin. Stumbles away, rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh pushing the ball, pulls back, sets up a play, over to Engelwright. Engelwright back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh over to Engelwright. Engelwright to the big man, Evan Haverkamp, who goes for the easy 2.
Great retaliation by Evan, gets blocked and then comes right back with an easy layup.
Kunkel bringing the ball down. Picked by Brody Gothard, not used. Help defense, travel. Travel called on Kunkel.
Got a little nervous there for a second. They weren't calling anything. I thought they were going to call a foul.
I did too. Rodenbaugh bring the ball up. Looks like Lake City's starting to press a little bit. Rodenbaugh to Pace. Pace looking to drive. Out to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh pushing in, pulls out, goes to Engelwright. Back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to McGillis. McGillis with the little drive. Foul. Shooting 2. Almost an and 1, but not quite.
Well, this is already a lot of free throws right away in the game, and if this is any show for what the rest of the game is going to be like, we're hoping that we can hit our free throws, because they are what wins a game. Lots of physicality like we predicted early on.
Rodenbaugh misses, or McGillis misses both, rebounded by Booms. Booms bringing the ball up. Looking to drive, nothing. Looking for Kunkel, nothing. Gives it to Kunkel. Kunkel drives, no good. Gives it to Bisball. Bisball goes for the layup. Shot blocked by Evan Haverkamp. Over to Benjamin Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Pace. Pace driving, gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp using his body, off the glass and 2.
Very smart, always looking for Evan. Like, the driving itself is always a good thing to see, but when they start kicking it out to the people that they know are going to get it there, they're really pushing on Evan because they know that that's their big scorer. They know that it's McBain's big scorer, so they're going to be pushing on him all night. So we're just going to see how well Evan can hold up, and we've seen a lot of good play, lots of physical play, and we're just going to see if we can hold up for the rest of the half and for the rest of the game. We got to keep this energy going, and like just keep playing how they're playing. They're being smart with the ball. They're moving it around. They're going for the rebounds. It's everything you want to see in a game.
Lake City's ball. Bizball bringing the ball up. Looking to drive. Shoots it. Nothing. Rebounded by Engelwright. Over to Rodenbaugh.
Rebounds are really what you want to see in these kinds of games.
Rodenbaugh to Pace. Pace to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh down to Engelwright. Back to Evan. Easy off the glass, too.
Another really smart pass to Evan. Clayton knew that he didn't have much there, and he got it right to Evan.
Bizball gives it to Booms. Booms. Gothard trying to find Kunkel. Nothing. Gives it to Root. Root looking to drive. Help defense by Calvin. Air ball by Root. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh bring the ball up. Over to Engelwright. Engelwright with the three. Oh, no good. Rebounded by Root. Foul called on number 12, Clayton Engelwright.
Clayton's first foul, so he's got 4 more left. Let's see what else we can get out of him. He's playing really smart, and as are the rest of them, really. So we're hoping to see more smart play throughout the game.
55, Elmquist. Kicks it out to Gothard. Gothard looking to drive, helped by Ben. Off the glass, rolls around the rim, it is good. Elmquist makes both. Rodenbaugh bring the ball up, gives it to Cucci. Cucci back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh splits the trap, gets across half court, gives it to Pace. Pace with the three, long. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh driving. Shoots and the easy two.
Good rebounding. It got tipped away, and then they kept it right with them.
Elmquist to Kunkel. Kunkel to Gothard. Gothard off the glass and in. Rodenbaugh gives it to Cucci. Cucci back over to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh down to Cucci, gets it across half court. Over to Pace. Pace with the pump fake. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci over to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the play. Gives it to Cucci. Down to McGillis. Up to Rodenbaugh. Down to Haverkamp with the easy bucket.
Really good post move by Haverkamp. He just stepped, and into the basket he went.
Elmquist bringing the ball down. Drives. Draws the foul on number 10, Calvin McGillis.
Fouls are a really big game changer. You can get up and up and up and up in fouls as you go. And since we've got a minute left in the first quarter and we've got 4 fouls, we want to try and keep it as low as we can, because once we get to 7, we're in the bonus, and that can really hurt people. Free throws, like I said, are a game changer. You make them or you don't, but they're a game changer. Aiden comes in for Braylon Pace.
Elmquist splits the pair, rebounded by Elmquist. Gives it to Kunkel. Kunkel drives. Nothing. Gives it to Schittel. Over to Kunkel. Kunkel to Elmquist. Over to 14. Root. Pass stolen by Evan Haverkamp.
It's a really nice pass to Evan.
Rodenbaugh bringing the ball up. Gives it to Cucci. Aiden over to Rodenbaugh. Down to McGillis. McGillis drives, goes up with it. Easy 2 points.
Way to drive the gaps. And in a zone, if you move just right, you can create openings for people to drive.
Elmquist bringing the ball down. Looks to drive. Over, good pass to number 35, Schittel, but over, rebounded by McBain. Rodenbaugh bringing the ball up, pressured by Kunkel. Rodenbaugh to McGillis to Nathan. Shot, no good.
Really physical first quarter. We've been keeping with it, and we just got to keep with it. Okay. McBain brought it right to him, and Lake City brought it back for a bit, and then McBain decided that they weren't going to take that punch, so they threw him another one. And we've just been going and going and going. Fouls are not quite as bad as I thought they would be this quarter, but they're definitely up there. Just a lot of physicalness, which we expected out of this game, and if we can keep up with the physicalness and be able to roll with it, I think this will be a very good game, and I think we could do very well.
We are back, second quarter. Lake City's ball. Number 3, Bisball bringing the ball down. He looks to drive, finds nothing. Over to Gothard. Gothard driving, gets the easy 2. Rodenbaugh bringing the ball up, gives it to Aiden. Over to Nathan, back to Aiden. Aiden over to Nathan. Over to Evan, down to Judah Leonard in the easy 2 off the glass.
Good unselfish look by Evan, knowing that Judah was on the other side and just dumping it right to him for an easy 2.
Bisball bringing the ball up for Lake City. Guarded by Rodenbaugh. Picked by Schittel. Over to Gothard. Gothard with the 3. No good, rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh bringing the ball up, gives it to Aiden. Aiden with the 3, off the front iron. Rebounded by Evan Haverkamp, good hustle, over to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Down to Leonard. Easy 2 off the glass.
Good cut by Judah and good look and pass by Rodenbaugh for another easy 2 for Judah.
Bisball bringing the ball down. Picked by Schittel. Over to Root. Root looks to drive, finds nothing. Over to Bisball. Bisball looking to drive, finds nothing. Over to Root. Root with the 3. No good, rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh down the court to Leonard. Leonard with the layup, no good. Rebounded by Schittel. Over to Bisball. Bisball looking to drive. Charge on Bisball.
Ben being really smart with his defense, getting right in front of him and setting his feet so that way he runs into him, which is a charge as long as your feet are set, and he was right there and set for it. We're seeing lots of hands and lots of physicalness, and you don't really see this in any other game except for rivalries.
Rodenbaugh bringing the ball up, gives it to Aiden. Aiden back to Rodenbaugh. Back to Aiden. Picked off by Booms. Booms looking to go all the way. He will. Foul called on Rodenbaugh. I don't know if it's on. He is shooting too.
I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't see how that was a foul. To me, from here, it looked like all ball, but we're going to go with what the ref said because they're down there and they see what we don't. Lots of good rebounds, lots of good looks, lots of good drives. It's just more of what we need to see in this game, and everything adds up.
Booms misses both. Rodenbaugh with the rebound. Gives it to Aiden. Back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to McGillis. McGillis looking for the layup. No good. Rebounded by Judah. Judah goes up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Booms. Booms rolls it to Bisball. Bisball to Root. Root with the drive. Blocked by Aiden Cucci. Rebounded by McGillis. McGillis pushing the ball hard. I thought there was a foul, but no foul called. It'll be Lake City ball.
Looks like hands in the back to me, but oh well.
We are not on the court, so
Nope.
we don't see. So
Cannot speak for the refs down there. They see what we don't.
Kunkel bringing the ball up. Fake pick by Gothard. Gothard rolls. Travel called.
There you go. That was indeed a travel. Judging by the look on his face, he really didn't think it was, but there was more than 3 steps there.
Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Nathan bringing the ball up. He looks for Evan. Foul called on the ground, and that'll be on white 1. That is Kunkel.
They are really looking to hammer down on Evan. He was double teamed right there, and you got to be careful with that because your hands can slip and that's a hold. You got to be really careful when double teaming somebody.
Haverkamp passes into the Rodenbaugh, back to Haverkamp, and the easy 2 off the glass.
Post move. Post moves are a big thing down below. Otherwise, you're not going to see a whole lot falling if you have a defender behind you.
Kunkel bringing the ball up. Pick by Gothard, no use. Charge called on Kunkel.
There you go. Another set pair of feet, and if you run into him, that is a charge on you.
Way to Calvin to be a man and take that, being a brick wall and just making the refs and having to call the call.
Good, smart defense. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought our student sections would be a little bit more active than this. I've heard a couple cheers here and there, but they aren't going back and forth like what I was expecting. Got Lake City's band playing for us. It's nice. We just got to keep on rebounding, keep on making good looks. It's all I got. Like, that's how they're doing in this game. They're making good, smart looks, good, smart passes. They're playing smart, and that's exactly what you need to do in these hard physical games.
For sure. McBain ball, 4:38 left in the half. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan to Aiden. Aiden stuck, looks to Nathan. Nathan pushing over to Rodenbaugh. Stolen by Bisball, gives it to Kunkel. Kunkel going with the shot and 1.
The reason they got him with a body is because his feet were indeed shuffling, and there's nothing you can really do about that. You want to stay with your person so that way they don't get an easy shot, but you also don't want to get a foul. So.
And Kunkel makes the 3-point play. Rodenbaugh gives it to Nathan. Stolen by, recovered by McBain. McGillis over to Rodenbaugh. Aiden with the 3 off the front iron. Rebounded by McGillis. McGillis to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the play. Over to Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh back to Nathan. Back to Rodenbaugh. Over to Aiden. Aiden to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Aiden. Aiden to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to McGillis. McGillis drives, kicks out to Nathan. Nathan drives, gives it to McGillis. McGillis with the shot, and it is good.
Good drive to distract the defense while kicking out to a wide open teammate. That's what you got to do when you have a zone like that.
Bisball bringing up the ball. Picked by Brody Gothard, no use. Now it is used. He looks to roll, gives it to Gothard. Gothard guarded by Evan. Gothard looking to make a move, none. Kunkel with the shot. Banked 3. Aiden to Nathan. Nathan to Aiden. Aiden back to Nathan. Nathan over to Aiden. Aiden gets it across, gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan with the 3, and it is good!
brought back and put in another 3 in retaliation to Lake City's.
Bisbal bringing up the ball. Picked by Brody Gothard, used. Over to Booms. Booms kicks to Root. Root with the 3 off the back iron. Recovered, rebounded by McGillis. McGillis to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the offense, kicks it to Aiden. Aiden kicks it to Rodenbaugh. Over to Nathan. Back to Rodenbaugh. Back to Nathan. Nathan with a 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Gothard. Gothard looking to go on a fast break. Gives it to Root. Root over to Bisbal. Bisbal drives, kicks it to Gothard, off the glass, easy 2. That was a great pass.
That was a really good look, too.
Nathan bringing the ball up, gives it to Aiden. Aiden back to Nathan. Nathan splits the trap, gives it to Aiden. Aiden looking for the 3, none. Gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp with the glass, off the
Spins
glass.
away from his defender and gets him behind him for an easy 2.
Bisbal bringing up the ball. Shoots the 3. No good, rebounded by Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh pushing the ball. Gives it to McGillis. McGillis with the easy 2 and 1!
More really good looks and passes. These are what you really need in games like these, and I know I've said that a lot already, but it's what you need in these games. It looks like Lake City's bringing in an almost entirely new lineup, so Bryce, you might want to pay attention.
I'm paying attention. I'm always paying attention.
Okay. Both teams at 6 fouls.
Do I need to bring up the Reed City JV boys game?
No, don't do that, please.
McGillis, no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the play, gives it to McGillis with the wide 2. Wide open 2. Off the backboard, but no good. Elmquist bringing the ball. Makes a move on Rodenbaugh, nothing. Gives it to Kunkel. Kunkel looking to drive, he will. Late foul called, shooting 2. Foul on Evan Haverkamp.
That swing got him again. He's swinging, and to be fair, he was in the air, and they did both fall, so I can see why the refs would call a foul on that.
I do believe it was a body because his body hit his.
Yeah. Trojans are in bonus now. Ramblers having 7 fouls.
Don't mind Christian. First one off the back iron.
Trojans aren't careful and they foul one more time. Both teams are going to be in bonus.
Second one good. Split the pair. Rodenbaugh bringing up the ball, guarded by Elmquist. Looking to trap over to Engelwright. Pass deflected out of bounds by Kunkel. Rambler ball. Engelwright to Pace. Pace to Rodenbaugh. Just under a minute left. Rodenbaugh to Engelwright. Engelwright to McGillis. McGillis to Rodenbaugh. Looking for the big man. Pass deflected to Kunkel. Kunkel will go up. Layup off the glass. Rodenbaugh bring the ball up. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright gets it over half court. Over to Pace. Pace with the drive. Goes up for the little jumper. No good. Rebounded by number 30. That's Vanderbook over to Kunkel. Kunkel with another layup off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh gets it across half court. 10 seconds left. Over to McGillis. Rodenbaugh posting up. Goes for the easy 2 and it is good.
Good post moves from McBain today.
Buzzer beater try by number 55 Elmquist, but doesn't even hit the backboard.
This last minute is proof that a lot can happen in just 30 seconds of a ball game. We saw the ball go down and back like several times in just the last 45 seconds. Lots of great play, some physical play, lots of fouls everywhere. Pretty equal calling from the refs with I believe the Trojans ended that with 6 fouls, right? And then the Ramblers was 7. So we'll see what the second half brings us.
How's your day going?
Good. How was your place?
Pretty good. With 3 sets of locked doors and friendly faces at our front desk, we're able to keep our little wheels safe.
Here at Little Wheels, we believe that each child develops socially, emotionally, cognitively, and physically at different rates that are sequential and continuous during the natural growth process. Therefore, we value and respect individual differences among children and families. We believe children need to be in a secure, risk-free, and rich environment. They need to be provided with a variety of activities and opportunities to learn at their own pace through active involvement with materials, peers, and even adults. We further believe early childhood education should be a cooperative and joint venture between home and school with community collaboration in the process.
Enroll now to get your little wheel rolling.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in Northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972. Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
Coming this spring, we present to you Twisted Cow, your local ice cream shop bringing bright smiles all around. Twisted Cow has vast options for everyone's liking. Not only do they have outrageous amounts of ice cream, but they also have a vast amount of food options. Everyone in this area comes together seeking a reward to find themselves pulling in a Twisted Cow. With many options on their menu, you could try something new for the limited days they are open. You've earned it, the reward destination.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain. Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around. Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood.
And bring home a W for McBain.
Kunkel bringing the ball up for Lake City. Guarded by Benjamin Rodenbaugh. He drives, helped by Calvin McGillis. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh slowing down, letting the players get down the court. Rodenbaugh setting up the offense. Over to Pace. Pace looking for someone. Over to Haverkamp. Haverkamp with the ball. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the play. McGillis with the ball. Down to Haverkamp. Haverkamp using his body and his size. Foul called. Shooting 2.
Way to keep with it from Haverkamp. He just kept fighting through, and he managed to draw a foul from the Trojans. Also, we're seeing the student section going back and forth like I thought we were going to see early on in the game, and it's showing up. Our student sections are going back and forth now.
Pretty sure he split the pair there. Kunkel bringing the ball up. Picked by Gothard. Gothard rolls, helped by Engelwright. Foul called. I'm guessing it's on the floor on Engelwright. That's his 3rd of the game.
Better than 4th.
Booms, passing it in. Gives it to Gothard. Gothard looking to do something, gives it to Root. Root to Bisball. Bisball to Booms. Booms looking to drive, pulls up for the jumper. No good, long. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the play, gives it to Pace. Pace with the deep 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Haverkamp. Haverkamp with the jump shot, no good. Rebounded by McGillis, off the glass and in.
And that is why you need to box out and rebound. They got 2 or 3 rebounds right there, which ended in a bucket for them. That is exactly why you have to box out.
Kunkel bringing the ball down. Guarded by Rodenbaugh, off of Kunkel, McBain ball.
Really good defense causing a turnover there.
Rodenbaugh gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright bringing the ball down, gives it to Pace. Pace over to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh with the little jumper, and it is good.
Way to be patient on the offense, switching and moving the ball around a couple times before going in for a shot.
Bisball bringing the ball down. He looks to drive, has nothing. Drives, gives it to Root. Root guarded by Pace, nothing, gives it to Gothard. Gothard gives it to Kunkel. Kunkel looks to drive, helped by Calvin. Charge on Kunkel!
He totally tackled him, came in right from behind and plowed him over.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing some interesting shoes.
Rodenbaugh gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright looking to push, gives it to McGillis. Pass is tipped. McGillis looking to drive. Dishes to Pace, who is cutting baseline, and it is in! Bisball bringing the ball up forward to the Trojans. Gives it to Booms. Booms to Kunkel on the back cut. Kunkel with the little jumper, and it is in.
Good back door by Kunkel.
Rodenbaugh bringing up the ball for the Ramblers. Lake City looking to trap him. Just give it to Braylon down low, cutting baseline, and easy 2 off the glass.
Another good cut baseline from Pace.
Bisball bringing the ball up. Gives it to Root. Root looking to drive, nothing. Drives again, pulls up for the little jumper. On the top of backboard, out. Rambler ball.
Those are always weird, watching it bounce off the rim and over the backboard. You don't typically see those, but when it does happen, it just is sort of like, how hard were they shooting that ball to make it bounce over the backboard?
Yeah. And that did not look like a great shot for Root.
No, it did not.
Pace to Engelwright. Engelwright try to pass the Pace. Foul called on Engelwright. That's his 4th. That was Elmquist who drew the foul.
Getting a 3rd foul right away in this quarter is not such a bad thing, but getting a 4th is a little risky because getting a 5th means you're out of the game, and he still has a quarter and a half left for this game.
I think Nathan Cucci's coming in for him.
Probably. Yep, Nathan's in for Clayton. Ramblers are carrying over the intensity from the first half into the second.
Elmquist misses both, gives it to, rebounded by McGillis, given to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh bringing the ball down for the Ramblers. Gives it to Cucci. Back to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to McGillis. McGillis to Haverkamp. Haverkamp using his body off the glass, and it's good.
Evan really figuring out how to use his height to his advantage. He's already got 15 points this game.
Elmquist bringing the ball down, guarded by Rodenbaugh. Elmquist looks to drive, passes to Booms. Booms gives it to 30. That is Vanderbrook. Pass is kicked by the Ramblers. That is Lake City ball under their own hoop.
Really smart defense from the Ramblers. Lots of help side and really just good movement on their part.
Booms passing it in. Pass deflected by Pace, out of bounds. Lake City ball.
That little girl really booked it out of the way. Elijah Baker in for Braylon Pace.
Timeout, White, 30 seconds.
The intensity is there from both sides.
Full timeout.
Okay, the intensity is really there. The Ramblers are just pulling, bringing more punches to the Trojans, and I don't think the Trojans really know how to bring it back to them. They've been pushing and pushing, sometimes literally, and like thanks to the ref for calling quite equal. We got 2 for each team. Clayton being in foul trouble for the Ramblers. So we're just going to see what Bruce comes up with for the rest of this half, and he's got a plan. So we're going to see what they do for the rest of this half.
Rut passing it in to Elmquist. Elmquist to Booms. Booms to Elmquist. Elmquist looking to drive, has nothing. Does drive, pulls up for the little jumper. Foul called on number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh. That's his third.
Not really sure what foul that was. He hit the bottom of his wrist, so not really sure what that one means. But again, a third foul is not that bad to have. It's when you get to the fourth foul where you really start to have to be a little more careful. I mean, not that you don't have to be careful right now. You still have to be careful, but as you get to your fourth one, you do have to watch yourself because you don't want to foul out.
Elmquist makes both. Rodenbaugh to Baker. Baker to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Baker to Nathan. Nathan gives it to McGillis. McGillis driving. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh setting up the play. Gives it to Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Baker. Baker with the three. Off the back iron, rebounded by Shadell. Gives it to Elmquist over to Vanderbrook. To Shadell, over to Vanderbrook. Up to McGinnis. Over to Root. Back to Elmquist. Elmquist to Shadell for the easy 2 under the basket.
Good backside look. He was wide open back there.
Rodenbaugh to Baker. Baker to Rodenbaugh. Just out of reach and out of bounds. Lake City ball.
McBain hasn't really been seeing any problems with the press up until that. Really, to break a press, you just need smart passes and going up through the middle.
Elmquist with the ball gives it to McGinnis. McGinnis back to Elmquist. Elmquist dribbling. Gives it to Vanderbook. Vanderbook to Shadell. Over to Root. Down to Elmquist, cutting, and he gets the layup. Timeout, Ramblers.
Well,
Full timeout.
I think we're seeing another momentum switch. It's going back towards the Trojans again, but we've seen this before early on in the game, and the Ramblers were really able to take it back. And hopefully we see that here again soon out of this timeout. We see another momentum swing, and we'll just get back our heads back into this game, and we'll keep going, keep fighting, and let's see. I want to hope. Oh my goodness! I hope we see a lot of smart play, smart passes, good cuts. What they really did well with breaking the press is when they went up through the middle, where they passed it back and forth on one side of the court and managed to get it to the middle where they were able to drive. That hurts a press a lot of the time. Is your main concern is you want to keep them out of the middle and trap them in the corners. And McBain's been really good about getting it over and breaking the press.
Nathan Cucci passing in the ball for the Ramblers. Over to Baker. Baker to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh dribbling up. Gives it to Baker. Baker to Cucci. Pass is overthrown. Recovered by 35. Shidell. Over to Elmquist. Arguing with the refs. And that is not a good timing to argue with the refs.
No, it is a little unfortunate though, because he did run into the ref, which I don't think that travel was entirely his fault. It is a travel, but the ref was kind of in his way. That's a foul.
That is a foul. Should be a flagrant on 55. Elmquist. Frustration foul there is what we call it.
Yep, angry about the call that was last made, so decided to retaliate and take out his anger on Nathan Cucci.
Not someone you want to do that to.
Nope.
Nathan over to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh looking to drive. Kicks it up to Nathan. Nathan to Baker. Baker to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan with an open lane. Takes it off the front of the rim. Haverkamp with the rebound. Jumps with the little jumper, and it is in.
Been working for him so far, taking a dribble and turning and just putting it up. Got to be a little careful, though, because you might get somebody in there that'll try and snatch it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Vanderbook with the ball gives it to Van Guinness. Shittle. Someone shot it, and rebound by McBain. I'm sorry, folks, struggling with these names here. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan setting up the play. Nathan gives it to Baker. Screened by McGillis. Over to Nathan. Nathan with the open three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Root. Gives it to Elmquist. Elmquist gives it to Shidell. Shot blocked by Evan Haverkamp. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh looking down to Baker. Gives it to him. Baker with the little up and in.
Great move. Went around his defender and laid in the easy two.
Elmquist bringing up the ball. Last minute buzzer beater, no good. Didn't even hit the rim.
Little hard off the backboard, but we've seen those a lot. Lots of great physical play here. We've seen a lot of smart plays, some oopsie-doopsies. Some passes just weren't there, and you'll have those. Not every team is perfect, and you just got to keep going. don't hang your head whenever you make a mistake and just keep going, which is exactly what the Ramblers are doing. They make a mistake and they come right back on defense or offense or whatever is happening, and they just keep punching back the Trojans, and I have seen a great game so far, so let's see what the fourth quarter brings. Lake City student section not really looking very active. They've been sitting for a long time now, whereas the Ramblers student section has been really into this game. I've heard a lot of cheers already this second half, a lot more than what we heard in the first half.
Rodenbaugh bringing up the ball. Gives it to Nathan. Nathan looking, gives it to Leonard up top. Leonard to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh looking to do something, picks up his dribble, gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Guarded by Booms, over to Nathan. Nathan to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenbaugh. Down to Nathan. Foul on the Ramblers. Green 24, that's Elijah Baker with the charge. His first of the game. Bisball bringing up the ball. Looking to drive, finds nothing, guarded by Nathan. Gives to Kunkel. Ben tripping on his own feet, looked like. Ben trying to help him up, but Kunkel getting in his face.
Looks like he's in pain, which you don't really want people's help after that, especially from the person that pushed you over.
Helped by the coach off. I think he will be back in the game soon. That's Rodenbaugh's fourth. He's a key part to the Ramblers offense, so I don't think Copeman will take him out just yet. Start of the fourth quarter, and he has 4. Pretty decent.
Yeah, not too bad as long as he can play smart from here on out and play clean.
Sub in, Rodenbaugh out for Engelwright in for Rodenbaugh.
But Engelwright also has 4 fouls, so we'll just see what happens from here.
Booms passes to Bisball. Bisball trying to drive, gives it to Booms. Booms looking to set something up, drives, gives it to Bisball. Bisball looking to drive, nothing, gives it to Gothard. Gothard going, double team, nothing. Gives it to Root. Root with the 3 off the front iron. Rebounded by Engelwright, gives it over to Cucci. Cucci down to Baker. Baker with the pump fake. Triple teamed, gives it to Nathan. Nathan sets up a play, gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright down to Leonard. Leonard using his body. Foul on Booms. And it'll be Rambler ball under their own hoop.
Exactly what I was saying. You got to be really careful putting the ball down on the floor when you're down underneath. It's easily snatched away.
Nathan gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp with the easy drive, pickpocketed by Gothard, out of bounds, Lake City ball, or Rambler ball.
It's still Rambler ball, so as long as it's Rambler ball, the Lake City people don't have it. So we're just
Lake
gonna
City
keep playing.
triple teaming Evan on that inbound
Whoa.
play. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Nathan. Nathan back to Engelwright. Engelwright using his dribble, gives it to Leonard. Leonard to Baker. Foul on the Ramblers. On number 5 with an illegal screen.
Stuck his knee out is what the ref is trying to get across to these, is you cannot stick your knee out or lean. You got to stand still and let your teammate rub off you.
Bisball bringing up the ball for Lake City. He's looking to drive. He does. Kicks it out to Gothard. Gothard with an open 3 takes it, and it is good. Can't give him those.
hope.
Inglebright over to Nathan. Nathan gets it across half court by himself. Over to Inglebright. Inglebright to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Leonard. Gives it to Baker. Baker out to Nathan. Nathan with the 3 off the front iron. Rebounded by Leonard. Leonard goes up off the backboard, none. Goes up, nothing. Rebounded by Bisbal. Bisbal bringing up the ball for Lake City. Gives it to Root. Root looks to drive. Gives it to 35, that's Shidell. Kicks it out to Gothard. Gothard pump fakes, but it is a travel.
Oftentimes what you'll see with a pump fake is they do shift their feet as they're doing it, so you got to be really careful keeping your feet still while you're making that pump fake.
Baker to Nathan. Nathan bringing it up, gets it across half court by himself. Gives it to Baker. Baker gives it to Inglebright. Inglebright gives it back to Baker, over to Haverkamp. Haverkamp over to Nathan. Setting up a play, gives it to Inglebright. Inglebright looking for someone. Five seconds called on the Ramblers, but I'm not going to say anything about that.
When they're stuck like that, you really got to move around, try to get open, because you need to get it back and set something else up, because it just wasn't working for them.
McGillis comes back into the game.
As does Rodenbaugh.
Bisbal to Gothard, Gothard to Root. Root to Booms. Booms looks to drive. He will. Shot blocked by Evan. It'll be Lake City ball. Good job by Evan.
You think they'll let him play volleyball?
Maybe for homecoming. Booms passing it in. Has no one. Gives it to Bisbal. Bisbal setting up the play. He looks to drive. He will. Goes up for the jumper, and it is good. Inglebright passes into Nathan. Nathan gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Nathan. Nathan gets it across half court. Nathan gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp down to McGillis. McGillis to Rodenbaugh, out to Nathan. Gives it to McGillis. McGillis looking, gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up with the shot, fouled on the floor on Gothard. Oh, white 3, that's Bisbal.
Lake City student section deciding that they're going to stand up for this last half of the quarter. Hopefully it's
shot made by
Evan
Haverkamp. Bisbal bringing up the ball. Gives it to Gothard. Gothard drives. Little floater, and it is good. Rodenbaugh bringing up the ball, gets it across half court by himself. Guarded heavy by Booms, gives it to Nathan. Over to Inglebright. Inglebright with the open 3, and it is good!
Great screen by McGillis.
Bisbal takes it, kicks it out to Gothard. Gothard with the 3, off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh slows down, lets everyone get in position. Gives it to Inglebright. Foul on Booms.
That would bring both teams to 6 fouls. Something tells me we're going to be seeing some bonus for somebody here soon, judging by how physical it's starting to get again. And Darius Pena comes in for Nathan Cucci.
Inglebright passes into Darius. Darius over to Inglebright. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Perez. Perez gives it to Engelwright. Over to Rodenbaugh. Screen set by Evan. Evan open on the roll, no look. Gives it to Darius. Darius pump fakes, no good. Or kicks it back out to Rodenbaugh. Trying to hand off to Engelwright. He does. Gives it to Perez. Perez to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh looking. Gives it to McGillis under the basket. Goes up for the easy two.
With all of the defenders so concerned by everybody so up high, they did not see him slip in there for that easy two. Timeout Trojans. Jigs. Lots of physical play. We've got 6 fouls for both teams, really close to bonus. And as it dwindles down, free throws could be a real game changer here. Not that the Trojans are. Depends on how many shots the Trojans are willing to take up and all of this. We just got to see some good defense, good offense, nice and clean. We've got 2 players out there for McBain with 4 fouls, so we really don't want to see anybody foul out. So we got to see some clean defense and no illegal screens or charges on offense, as that could also take them out of the game. We've seen a lot of good play from both teams. McBain's just really bringing it to them right to their front door, and Lake City is struggling to keep up with that. And Lake City student section is sitting once again.
Don't have a comeback to what McBain's bringing to him.
Nope. Our student section's fired up.
Well, when you're winning, it's easy to do.
Fair enough.
Root passes into Elmquist. Elmquist passes to Vanderbrook. Vanderbrook to Shiddell. Shiddell to Root. Over to Elmquist. Elmquist with the little jumper off the back iron, rebounded by Engelwright. Given to Rodenbaugh.
Trojans really like the little floater on the side.
Timeout Green. Ramblers. 30-second timeout.
I think what he was just looking to accomplish was getting his subs in.
I think so too. Because no teams went off the court.
Nope.
Perez gives it to Bovin. All new players. Bovin to Caden. Abrahamson. Over to Murphy. Murphy to Perez. Perez to Boots. His name's Brett Bentham, but I call him Boots. Over to Bovin. Down to Murphy. Through his fingers. Foul called on Murph. That will be his first 1-and-1 though. And there's that bonus you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Even with just a minute and 16 seconds left, bonus can make a real difference. Free throws, stop the clock, and depending on if you make them or not, can be a real big game changer.
Off the glass and in. Second shot up and good. Brings the score 40-57. Ramblers winning. Murphy to Abrahamson. Abrahamson to Bovin. Back to Abrahamson. Gets it across half court. Loses the ball. Gets it under control to Bovin. To Boots under the basket. Over to Abrahamson for the 3. And it is good!
Great shooters out there all game long. Threes raining.
Elmquist bringing the ball down. Looks to drive. Dishes to 50. McGinnis. Rebound. Foul. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah. Foul on number 35. That is Shiddell. I'm guessing he pushed off for that rebound there.
Push.
1-and-1 for both teams now. Got to be super careful who you're fouling and when to pick the foul.
Especially if you're higher up in the number of fouls you have already this game. You don't want to foul out. And being in bonus, that means that you might have some players on either team that are in foul trouble. So we'll see what the next 45 seconds bring us.
Boots a shot up and no good. Rebounded by number 35, Shidell. Shidell Elmquist. Elmquist trying to take it himself, gives it to McGinnis. McGinnis to Vanderbook with the deep three, rebounded by Trojans. Off the glass for 30, that's Vanderbook. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. Timeout for Trojans, but I think he's just subbing in his players.
I think that's just another sub.
24, Romalho for 30, which is Vanderbook. Roven taking it himself. Gives it to Boots under the basket, off the glass and in.
Easy 2 for Boots.
Vanderbook bringing the ball up for the Trojans. Shoots the last shot off the rim and off the backboard. Good game here. Super tight until the end. It turned into a 20-point game. Great job by the Ramblers by keeping in it, bringing the momentum through halftime, which is really hard to do because most teams have a third quarter slump.
Exactly. After halftime, you tend to see teams lay off a little bit. But the Ramblers kept with it all game, and we saw lots of good defense, always closing out, always helping, just moving their feet constantly. And then on the offense end, they were patient, and they just moved the ball around and kept playing until they saw a shot that was a good, decent open shot.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next week. I'm Bryce Acom.
And I'm Isabel Roosevelt.
And thanks for joining us tonight.